Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. The sands of Egypt have concealed mysteries for millennia, lost tombs, hidden chambers, and artifacts that defy explanation. But what if some of these secrets are not just historical, but something far more mysterious? Could ancient Egypt hold a hidden power source? Imagine standing before the Great Pyramid of Giza, a structure built over 4,500 years ago, its stones whispering secrets of the past. Now picture scientists detecting unusual radiation levels in specific areas beneath Egypt's sands. Could these readings indicate an unknown power source, an ancient technology, or perhaps something far more unsettling? Reports of strange energy, fields, unexplained radioactive materials, and oddly magnetized stone formations have fueled speculation that Egypt's ancient builders may have possessed knowledge far beyond what mainstream archaeology acknowledges. But are these findings evidence of something extraordinary, or just a misinterpretation of natural geological activity? Theories versus scientific discovery. The idea that Egypt's pyramids and tombs might contain some kind of energy source has intrigued researchers and conspiracy theorists alike. While some claim that ancient structures were built using lost technologies, others argue that the radiation detected in certain sites is the result of naturally occurring radioactive materials, cosmic rays, or even geological formations. Scientists have, in fact, recorded higher than expected radiation levels in some tombs and chambers, leading to questions about their origins. Could this be due to the materials used in construction? Or is it possible that the ancient Egyptians, known for their advanced understanding of astronomy and engineering, were harnessing an energy source we have yet to understand? What this video will explore. In this deep dive, we will separate fact from fiction, examining scientific studies on radiation in Egypt's archaeological sites, theories on ancient power sources, myth or reality, modern discoveries using ground-penetrating radar and cosmic ray muon scans. Could radiation readings indicate a hidden tomb or something more dangerous? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you may never look at Egypt's ancient wonders the same way again. Beneath the golden sands of Egypt lies a vast network of underground tombs and hidden chambers, many of which remain unexplored. For centuries, archaeologists have uncovered magnificent burial sites filled with treasures, hieroglyphs, and the remains of Egypt's most powerful rulers. But what secrets still lie undiscovered? Could the radiation readings detected in certain areas hint at something far more mysterious lurking beneath the surface? Egypt's underground tomb structures, engineering marvels of the ancient world. The Egyptians believed in an elaborate afterlife, and their burial sites reflected this belief. Pharaohs, nobles, and high priests were entombed in massive underground structures, carefully designed to protect their remains and possessions for eternity. These tombs, whether in the pyramids of Giza, the Valley of the Kings, or the lesser-known necropolises, showcase the remarkable engineering skills of ancient builders. Deep burial shafts. Some tombs extend over 100 feet underground, with multiple chambers, hidden corridors, and false doors. Architects used decoy passages to confuse tomb robbers. Undiscovered tombs. Scans of major sites, including Tutankhamun's tomb, suggest that hidden rooms may still exist, possibly containing unopened royal burials or lost treasures. But beyond treasure, could these structures also house unknown sources of energy, radiation, or something that modern science cannot yet explain? Lost and undiscovered chambers. What remains hidden? Despite centuries of exploration, archaeologists have only scratched the surface of Egypt's underground world. In recent years, advanced scanning technology like ground-penetrating radar and cosmic ray muon detection has revealed voids and anomalies in structures like the Great Pyramid of Giza. Some of the most mysterious findings include the Big Void in the Great Pyramid, a massive hidden space detected above the Grand Gallery, sealed tombs in the Valley of the Kings. Could they contain unknown pharaohs or priceless artifacts? Lost royal necropolises. Where are the missing tombs of Egypt's most legendary rulers like Cleopatra and Imhotep? Could some of these sealed chambers be emitting radiation? And if so, what's inside them? Tomb curses. Myth or reality? For centuries, the idea of pharaoh's curses has fascinated the world. From mysterious deaths to strange illnesses befalling tomb explorers, many believe that ancient Egyptian tombs contain hidden dangers. But what if these so-called curses weren't just myths? Ancient warnings, inscriptions on tomb walls often threatened intruders with death by disease and suffering. Toxic traps? Some researchers suggest that ancient tombs may contain harmful mold, bacteria, or even radioactive materials. The curse of King Tut. Several members of Howard Carter's team, who discovered Tutankhamun's tomb, died under mysterious circumstances. Was it just coincidence, or something more sinister? If unusual radiation levels are being detected in some Egyptian tombs today, could this be the scientific explanation behind the ancient warnings? Were the Egyptians aware of something dangerous in their burial sites, something that modern science is only beginning to understand? What lies beneath? With every new discovery, Egypt's ancient past becomes even more mysterious. Could there still be hidden chambers, lost knowledge, or even unknown forces at work beneath the sands? In the next section, we'll explore the scientific investigations into these radiation readings, examining whether they are simply a natural phenomenon or evidence of something truly extraordinary. For decades, Egyptologists and explorers have uncovered breathtaking tombs, hidden chambers, and ancient artifacts buried beneath the sands. But in recent years, something even more mysterious has emerged: unusual radiation readings in some of Egypt's most iconic sites. Could this be evidence of natural radioactive elements, an ancient lost technology, or something entirely unexplained? Scientists detect radiation in Egyptian tombs. Archaeologists have long believed that Egypt's underground tombs were simply places of burial, designed to protect the remains of the dead. However, modern instruments have detected higher than usual radiation levels in certain locations, raising questions about what might be buried beneath the surface. Several independent studies and exploratory missions have reported energy anomalies and unexplained radioactive signatures in specific tombs and structures. While some scientists argue that these readings could be due to natural radioactive elements, others suggest there may be undiscovered factors at play. Could the ancient Egyptians have unintentionally or intentionally constructed tombs in areas with high radiation? Or were these sites chosen for a specific, lost purpose, one that modern science has yet to fully understand? Notable locations with high radiation and energy anomalies. The Great Pyramid of Giza. A power source? One of the most mysterious locations where unusual radiation has been detected is the Great Pyramid of Giza. Researchers using ground-penetrating radar and muon scans have discovered voids and potential hidden chambers. But what's even more intriguing are reports of electromagnetic and radiation anomalies within the pyramid. Some scientists believe that the pyramid's unique construction could allow it to focus electromagnetic energy in its central chamber. Researchers from ITMO University in Russia suggested that the pyramid may naturally resonate with certain electromagnetic frequencies. Could the radiation levels detected in some areas of the pyramid indicate the presence of an unknown power source or long-lost technology? While mainstream science remains skeptical, the findings raise new questions about why the pyramid was built the way it was, and whether the Egyptians understood more about energy than we once thought. The Serapeum of Saqqara. Giant sarcophagi and unknown elements. The Serapeum of Saqqara, located near Memphis, is home to massive underground sarcophagi made of granite, each weighing over 70 tons. These massive stone boxes have puzzled archaeologists for years. Some researchers suggest that the precision-cut stone and materials used in these sarcophagi indicate a lost technology. Studies have shown that certain types of granite can contain radioactive elements, such as uranium and thorium. Could these massive stone tombs be emitting the radiation levels detected in the area? Some alternative researchers even propose that the Serapeum wasn't a burial site at all, but instead had an entirely different function, possibly connected to energy generation or storage. Luxor and the Valley of the Kings. Natural or unnatural radiation. Luxor, one of Egypt's most archaeologically rich locations, is home to the legendary Valley of the Kings, where tombs of pharaohs such as Tutankhamun, Seti I, and Ramesses II were discovered. However, some parts of this region have shown higher than expected radiation levels, leading to speculation about their origins. Potential explanations include natural radioactive elements in the local geology, such as uranium deposits. Residual cosmic radiation, as deep underground spaces can sometimes trap energy. Ancient construction techniques that might have influenced radiation levels in unknown ways. Some researchers have suggested that the placement of tombs in the Valley of the Kings was not random, but rather chosen based on natural energy fields or geological properties that the ancient Egyptians may have understood. What does this mean? While mainstream archaeologists argue that radiation readings in these sites can be explained by natural elements in the stone and geological formations, theories persist that something more is at play. Are these readings just a coincidence? Or did the ancient Egyptians have knowledge of energy and radiation that has been lost to time? Could these sites hold hidden chambers or materials that modern science has yet to uncover? In the next section, we will explore ancient Egyptian legends and texts that may provide clues about why these sites exhibit such mysterious energy signatures. Are we dealing with forgotten technology, supernatural forces, or an unexplained natural phenomenon? Stay tuned as we dive deeper into the mysteries of Egypt's radioactive past. Theories behind the radiation: natural, man-made, and fringe explanations. The Radioactive detection of unusual radiation levels in Egyptian tombs and ancient sites has sparked a wide range of theories, from scientific explanations to wild conspiracies. Could these radiation readings be due to natural geological formations, ancient Egyptian practices, or even evidence of a lost civilization with advanced knowledge? Let's break down the most compelling theories. Natural explanations: radiation from the Earth and space. Some researchers argue that the radiation detected in Egyptian tombs is nothing unusual. It may simply be a result of natural radioactive elements in the region. Radioactive minerals in limestone and granite. Many of Egypt's ancient structures, including the Great Pyramid of Giza and tombs in the Valley of the Kings, are made from limestone and granite, two materials that can naturally contain radioactive elements like uranium, thorium, and potassium-40. Certain types of black granite, often used in sarcophagi and statues, contain small amounts of radioactive minerals, which could be responsible for the elevated radiation readings. Over thousands of years, these materials may have emitted low-level radiation, potentially influencing ancient myths about curses or sickness among early tomb explorers. 2. Cosmic rays and ancient materials. Another possible explanation comes from cosmic radiation, which continuously bombards Earth from space. Some areas, particularly underground tombs and pyramid interiors, may have trapped or concentrated cosmic rays in unique ways. This could explain why certain chambers within the Great Pyramid show unusual energy anomalies. Perhaps they are simply natural cosmic ray hotspots, not the remnants of an ancient power source. While these natural theories provide a logical explanation, some scholars and fringe theorists believe there is more to the story, that these sites might have been intentionally built to harness unknown energies, or that the ancient Egyptians were unknowingly working with radioactive materials. Man-made theories. Did the ancient Egyptians use radiation? 1. Unintentional use of radioactive materials in burial rituals. Ancient Egyptians were masters of chemistry and preservation, using complex embalming techniques that have kept mummies intact for thousands of years. But could they have unknowingly used radioactive materials in the process? Some natural resins, minerals, or pigments used in tomb paintings and burial rites may have contained trace amounts of radioactive elements. If priests or embalmers worked extensively with these materials, they could have suffered from radiation exposure without knowing it. Could the stories of tomb curses actually be early records of radiation sickness from prolonged exposure to these elements? 2. Possible use of radium-like substances for preservation. Some fringe researchers suggest that Egyptians may have unknowingly used radium-like substances in their tombs for preservation. Ancient cultures often experimented with unusual minerals without fully understanding their properties. Could the strange glow reported in some tombs have been due to natural phosphorescent or radioactive materials? In the early 20th century, people unknowingly used radium in everyday items, from glowing clock dials to beauty products. Could the Egyptians have done the same, without realizing the long-term dangers? While there is no concrete evidence for this theory, it raises intriguing questions about how much the Egyptians understood about the hidden properties of the materials they used. Conspiracies and fringe theories. Lost knowledge and ancient technology? For those who believe in alternative history, the idea of natural radiation in Egypt is only part of the story. Some researchers and theorists argue that the unusual radiation levels in certain tombs and pyramids hint at a deeper mystery, one that suggests lost knowledge, forgotten science, or even ancient high technology. Ancient nuclear technology? Some of the more extreme theories claim that ancient Egypt, or an earlier lost civilization, may have had access to some form of advanced energy source, possibly even nuclear technology. The Baghdad Battery, a clay jar from Mesopotamia, circa 250 BC, has led some to speculate that ancient civilizations had rudimentary electrical knowledge. Could the Egyptians have had something similar or more advanced? Alternative theorists point to the mysterious precision of pyramid construction, suggesting the structures might have been designed to harness or amplify energy. Some have even drawn comparisons to ancient Indian texts such as the Mahabharata, which describes weapons that resemble nuclear explosions. Could Egypt's lost knowledge be connected? While mainstream archaeology dismisses these claims, the radiation readings in tombs and pyramids remain an unexplained anomaly, fueling speculation about what the Egyptians really knew about energy and science. Lost civilization knowledge passed to Egypt? One of the most persistent alternative theories is that Egypt inherited lost knowledge from a much older civilization, perhaps even one that predated recorded history. The mystery of how the Great Pyramid was built still puzzles engineers today. Could it have been constructed using knowledge passed down from a forgotten, advanced culture? Some researchers believe ancient maps and myths point to a lost civilization, possibly linked to the fabled Atlantis or an unknown pre-Ice Age society. If such a civilization existed, could its knowledge have included an understanding of radioactive materials, energy fields, or even lost technologies? Final thoughts: a mystery, yet to be solved. While mainstream scientists argue that the radiation levels found in Egyptian tombs can be explained by natural processes, the existence of energy anomalies, hidden chambers, and unusual readings keeps the mystery alive. Could the ancient Egyptians have unknowingly worked with radiation in their burial practices? Or do the Great Pyramid's energy anomalies and the Serapeum's massive sarcophagi hint at something far more advanced? In the next section, we'll dive into historical texts, hieroglyphs, and lost Egyptian legends that may provide further clues about the secrets hidden beneath the sands of Egypt. Is there truth behind the myths of tomb curses and hidden power, sources, or are we simply reading too much into ancient mysteries? Stay tuned as we continue our journey into the unknown. Scientific investigations and debunking myths. What does the evidence really say? For decades, reports of unusual radiation levels in Egyptian tombs have sparked curiosity, conspiracy theories, and wild speculation. But how much of it is actually true? Are ancient Egyptian tombs really emitting dangerous radiation? Or is this just another overhyped mystery? In this section, we'll examine the scientific studies conducted on radiation levels in ancient sites, compare the perspectives of mainstream archaeologists and alternative historians, and determine whether there is any real danger, or if this is simply another sensationalized myth. Investigating the radiation mystery. What do scientists say? Studies conducted on radiation in Egyptian tombs. Over the years, researchers have conducted various geological and radiological studies to measure potential radiation levels in ancient Egyptian structures. These studies have included gamma-ray spectrometry, used to detect trace levels of radioactive elements in building materials like limestone and granite; geophysical scanning, non-invasive methods such as ground-penetrating radar, GPR, and muon; tomography, cosmic ray scanning, have been employed to study hidden chambers and underground structures; air quality testing in sealed tombs. Some researchers have tested for radon gas, a naturally occurring radioactive gas that can accumulate in enclosed spaces like tombs, pyramids, and underground burial sites. 2. Findings from these scientific studies. So what did these studies actually find? Presence of natural radioactive elements. Scientists have confirmed that some Egyptian tombs contain naturally occurring radioactive materials like uranium, thorium, and potassium-40, primarily found in the granite used for sarcophagi, walls, and temple structures. Mainstream archaeologists versus alternative historians. What's the debate? The discussion around radiation in Egyptian tombs is divided into two main perspectives. Mainstream archaeology's perspective, natural phenomena and sensationalism most. Egyptologists and geologists argue that any radiation detected in tombs has logical explanations. Natural sources, limestone, granite, and other rocks naturally contain trace amounts of radioactive elements, which can lead to minor radiation. Readings. Radon gas is common. Many underground structures accumulate radon gas, not just Egyptian tombs. Similar findings have been reported in European catacombs, caves, and even modern basements. No evidence of ancient nuclear technology, despite claims. From alternative theorists, there is no physical evidence that ancient Egyptians had access to nuclear energy or advanced radiation-based technology. 2. Alternative historians and fringe theories. A hidden energy source? On the other hand, alternative historians and fringe theorists suggest that the radiation findings hint at something more mysterious. Were ancient Egyptians experimenting with energy? Some believe that the electromagnetic anomalies and radiation levels indicate that the pyramids were not just tombs, but energy-generating structures. Lost knowledge from a forgotten civilization? Could the radiation readings be linked to a lost civilization's advanced technology passed down to the Egyptians? Were curses actually radiation poisoning? Some theorists speculate that the deaths of early tomb explorers could have been caused by exposure to lingering radiation or unknown substances. While these ideas make for fascinating speculation, they lack concrete scientific backing. Is there any real danger from Egyptian tomb radiation? So, should tourists, archaeologists, or explorers be worried about radiation in ancient Egyptian sites? 1. Potential risks. Radon gas exposure. Spending extended periods in sealed tombs with high radon levels could pose a minor risk, particularly for archaeologists working long hours inside. However, brief tourist visits are generally safe. Handling. Ancient pigments and materials. Some ancient Egyptian paints, dyes, and mineral-based pigments contain toxic heavy metals, like lead and arsenic, but radiation risks remain low. 2. Why the threat is overhyped. The levels of radiation detected in tombs are typically low and not hazardous to short-term visitors. Many of the energy anomalies reported in pyramids can be explained by electromagnetic interference, modern scanning equipment, or natural mineral compositions. There is no evidence of ancient Egyptians using radioactive materials intentionally. Final verdict. Mystery or myth? While the idea of radioactive tombs and lost Egyptian technology makes for a thrilling mystery, scientific studies suggest that most radiation levels detected are natural and pose no significant danger. However, the strange electromagnetic readings, hidden chambers, and unexplained anomalies still leave some room for speculation. Could there be more secrets buried beneath Egypt's sands? Or is the radiation mystery just another case of modern myth-making? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you believe the radiation levels in Egyptian tombs are just natural phenomena? Or do you think there's more to the story? Perhaps lost knowledge, forgotten technology, or even something more mysterious? If you enjoyed this deep dive into Egypt's hidden secrets, don't forget to subscribe for more historical mysteries and ancient discoveries. What's next? The future of discoveries in ancient Egypt. Despite centuries of exploration, Egypt's sands still hold countless secrets, and with modern advancements in technology, we are on the brink of revolutionary discoveries. Could hidden chambers beneath the pyramids contain lost relics? Might undiscovered tombs rewrite our understanding of pharaohs and their reigns? In this final chapter, we explore the cutting-edge research and scanning technologies leading the charge, speculate on what secrets might still be buried, and discuss the ethical dilemma. Should further excavations be allowed, or should we leave the past undisturbed? Ongoing research. How technology is transforming archaeology. In the last few decades, archaeologists have gained access to game-changing technologies that allow them to explore Egypt's hidden structures without even touching a shovel. LiDAR. Light detection and ranging. Uncovering lost settlements. LiDAR uses laser pulses to penetrate dense terrain, revealing hidden structures buried beneath sand or jungle. This technology has already revolutionized archaeology in places like Guatemala, Mayan ruins, and Cambodia, Angkor Wat. Could it uncover underground cities or hidden temples in Egypt? In recent years, LiDAR has detected anomalies beneath the sands near the pyramids and the Nile Valley, hinting at unmapped structures waiting to be explored. 2. MON tomography, peering inside the pyramids. MON tomography, or cosmic ray scanning, allows researchers to see inside solid structures, detecting voids, chambers, and hidden rooms. This method was used to scan the Great Pyramid of Giza, leading to the discovery of a mysterious void above the Grand Gallery, a space whose purpose remains unknown. Could similar scans reveal secret burial chambers, lost scrolls, or even undisturbed royal tombs? 3. DNA analysis and bioarchaeology. Reconstructing the lives of the ancient scientists are now using DNA analysis to trace the origins of Egyptian mummies, identifying genetic connections between ancient pharaohs and modern populations. Recent studies have provided new insights into Tutankhamun's family, confirming genetic disorders and lineage mysteries. Could this technology identify previously unknown rulers or reveal ancient plagues, migrations, and dynastic struggles? What secrets might still be buried? The hidden chambers of the Great Pyramid. The recently discovered void inside the Great Pyramid could be anything from an undiscovered burial chamber to a structural feature of unknown purpose. If the pyramid contains sealed-off sections, what treasures or mysteries could they hold? 2. The lost tombs of famous pharaohs. While the tomb of Tutankhamun was a spectacular find, the burial sites of many other pharaohs remain missing, including Imhotep, the genius architect of the Step Pyramid, Cleopatra and Mark Antony, believed to be buried in an undiscovered tomb near Alexandria, Nefertiti, the powerful queen whose final resting place remains a mystery. Could new scans pinpoint their long-lost tombs? 3. The underground city of Memphis. Ancient texts describe a sprawling underground necropolis beneath Memphis, Egypt's first capital. Some archaeologists believe this could be one of the largest hidden archaeological sites in the world, containing temples, palaces, and burial sites yet to be uncovered. Should further excavation be allowed? The ethical debate is: new technologies bring us closer to uncovering history's greatest secrets. An important question arises. Should we disturb these ancient sites, or should they remain untouched? Arguments for excavation preserving history. Before it's lost, natural disasters, climate change, and urban expansion threaten Egypt's ancient sites. If we don't act now, these artifacts may be lost forever. Scientific and cultural advancements. Every discovery adds to our understanding of history, giving future generations a clearer picture of the past. Tourism and economic benefits. Egypt's historical sites drive tourism, providing economic benefits that fund conservation efforts. Arguments against excavation. Respect for the dead. Some argue that tombs should be left undisturbed out of respect for the deceased, much like how we treat modern cemeteries. The risk of damage. Even with careful excavation, ancient sites can be irreversibly damaged by exposure to air, moisture, and human activity. The threat of looting. High-profile discoveries often lead to artifact looting, with treasures being sold on the black market instead of being preserved for study. Finding a balance. Some experts suggest a compromise, using non-invasive scanning methods, like LiDAR and muon tomography, to study structures without breaking into them. Others propose controlled excavation under strict ethical guidelines, ensuring that any discoveries are carefully preserved and properly studied. Final thoughts. The future of Egyptian archaeology. With cutting-edge technology, unexplored tombs, and the potential for groundbreaking discoveries, Egypt is still one of the most exciting frontiers in archaeology. But as we stand on the edge of revealing history's greatest secrets, we must also consider: how much should we uncover and how much should remain buried? What do you think? Should we keep excavating, or should ancient tombs remain undisturbed? What secrets do you believe still lie hidden beneath Egypt's sands? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into history's biggest mysteries. Conclusion and call to action. The final mystery of Egypt's radiation. After diving deep into the mysteries of radiation in ancient Egyptian tombs, we've explored the hidden chambers and underground structures that still remain undiscovered. Scientific discoveries of radiation anomalies in sites like the Great Pyramid, the Serapeum of Saqqara, and the Valley of the Kings. Possible explanations, from natural sources like uranium-rich limestone to more controversial theories of ancient knowledge and lost technologies. The debate between scientific skepticism and alternative history. Could the ancient Egyptians have understood radiation, or is this just a natural coincidence? The final question. What do you think? As we've seen, some scientists believe the radiation detected in these tombs is nothing more than natural geological phenomena, while others speculate that the Egyptians may have unknowingly interacted with radioactive materials. And then there are the more controversial theories, those that suggest an ancient understanding of energy sources, or even lost knowledge from a previous civilization. So now, I leave the final mystery to you. Do you think the ancient Egyptians knew about radiation, or is it just a natural coincidence? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. Join the conversation and uncover more mysteries. If you found this deep dive into Egypt's hidden history fascinating, don't forget to like the video. It helps more history lovers find this content. Subscribe. Join us for more hidden history, lost civilizations, and ancient mysteries. Turn on notifications so you never miss a discovery. Thanks for watching and stay curious. History is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered.